We are now going to try to start improvising freely, and this can be an awkward step to someone. There's some embarrassment connected to it, and I think and it's very much about the mindset you have when you improvise. So at this point, don't think of it as if you are going to kind of play something great, something cool. You haven't got enough tools yet. All you got is the pentatonic scale, and you got the three pillars, and you got some ability to manipulate these things. And it's but you will find that if all these things are at place, if you play with a good tone, rhythm and a correct scale, and do some manipulation that gives its unpredictability, it will start to sound like something that's musically meaningful, I think. And but of course, as you evolve, you can't just think jump, pause, turn. The commands you give are much more complicated, and they are not necessarily words. They are a lot of things. You think of a lot of things. So I think at this point, what you should do, just try to enjoy yourself. Try to do things try out things on the fretboard that you find is sounding cool or feeling funny to play. Because I think that someone who is enjoying themselves without breaking the pillars is a very good starting point. It's generally has some entertainment value to hear that. It becomes musically meaningful. So just find your way to get going and improvise. But as you do this now, you need to play at least. You can pick a speed where you are able to at all do all these things, the pillars and the manipulation. So don't pick a speed where you always run out. Don't play too fast. And do one round per fingering. So you don't want to build up comfort zones with it. So you're always going to end up down at the typical thing is that we tend to gravitate towards fingering 1 and fingering 4 because they are technically easier to do. So you need to do 5 rounds, 1 per fingering. In addition, this is pure improvisation, so you don't have to think much about fingering, pick strokes, just think about sound and music. But in addition to this, you should continue working on the technical workout, the 5 boxes, and try to raise the speed a little bit more. So you should also practice technique. 2 components, the technical exercise, and then you try to improvise freely, like this. So, here you go.